in custody. We learned some new information today, and our Maddie Davis is covering that part of the story. She joins us now live with that new information. Maddie?
Lisa, the suspect has now been identified as Robert Finley Smith of Vestavia. He was first brought here to the jail at the Vestavia Police Department, but has since been transferred to the Jefferson County Jail. Here you see Smith, who was detained by a parishioner at the scene of the shooting last night. He is now being charged with capital murder. Police and federal agents were at a home on Sickard Hollow Road today searching. Property records show it belongs to Smith. Authorities blocked off nearby roads and they converged on the home. You can see a number of official cars parked outside. Right now, no word what, if anything, was discovered in the home. 70-year-old Smith is charged with capital murder for the deaths of Walter Rainey, Sarah Yeager, and Jane Pounds. Police tell us he was attending a potluck dinner at St. Stephen's with the victims. Now we're still working to find out more about him and why he did this terrible thing. Lisa?
All right, Maddie, thank you so much. And I'm joined now by Magdala Lusant, and I know you've been here all day as well as I have, following a different part of the story. You've been talking to friends and family of the victims, and it seems like the more we learn about them personally, it just seems makes this loss so much more tragic.
It does. It's really tough right now. Of the three victims, we were able to speak with Walter Rainey's family. He is known as Bart to a lot of people here in Vestavia Hills who went to this church, around the community as well. We spoke with his family actually gave us a statement telling us that he is very secure with his love to his family and friends and was very strong in his faith. His neighbors tell me he was a nice man.
News of Walter Bart Rainey's death left his neighbors, Brian Cox and Janie Barnes, in disbelief.
Feeling a little better now that the initial shock has worn off. You know, it's just such a tragic situation.
He was a very nice man, and I'm so sorry that he's gone.
Rainey was one of three people killed at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church Thursday evening. Vestavia Hills police say Robert Smith, 70, started shooting at parishioners during a potluck dinner. Two women, 75-year-old Sarah Yeager and 84-year-old Jane Pounds, also died.
You hear about these shootings, you know, in the news and stuff, and you think, oh, that's such tragic news, and it is. And then when it hits close to home with someone that you know, it just hits really hard.
Cox says the Raineys moved next door to him in Irondale 4 years ago.
He's an older gentleman, so he asked me to come help him with things a lot, like changing the air filter in the ceiling.
He can't help but to hold on to one memory with Rainey. A few weeks ago, one of Cox's rose trees knocked over one of Rainey's trees.
He says, "Man, it's a tree. It'll grow back. You're not hurt. I'm not hurt. It's fine." And that's just that story just sticks out in my head because that is just the epitome of him, just very understanding, very nice.
In a statement, Rainey's family tell us the 84-year-old was with his wife of 61 years, Linda, as he took his last breath, saying, "We are all grateful that she was spared and that he died in her arms while she murmured words of comfort and love into his ears," adding, "We also feel a sense of peace that his last hours were spent in one of his favorite places on earth, St. Stephen's Episcopal Church, a place that welcomes everyone with love."
Bart was just the nicest person, always had a kind word to say. He would go out of his way to help anybody who needed it.
Now, the Rainey family wanted me to share with the public that they are thankful for all the prayers that the community has offered them, as well as the kindness the community has put out there to help this family ease with this pain. And of course, his wife, his children, and grandchildren tell me they will miss him very much. Now, if you would like to read the family's entire statement, you can on WVTM13.com.
You hear those personal stories, just heartbreaking to learn so much more about the people who are now gone and just their lives in general. We've watched people come and go here at the church all afternoon. We've seen a lot of priests come in, and just a short while ago I talked with one of the priests from the Episcopal Diocese of Alabama, and she says they're just working really hard right now to try to come to terms with what's happened.
This happened to St. Stephen's, but this also happened to Vestavia Hills. It happened to Birmingham. It happened to anybody that that is a person of faith or has that place that they gather for community or prayers. To have somebody come in and this type of violence happen in that place, that shakes us all.
Now, you know, not long after this happened last night, we started hearing from state and local leaders. We heard from Governor Ivey. She released a statement. Then we also heard from many mayors around the state, including Birmingham's Mayor Randall Woodfin. He tweeted this out. He says, "Our churches are designed to be sanctuaries, not grounds for violence and tragedy. The residents of Birmingham stand with the people of Vestavia Hills as they cope with yesterday's tragic shooting. We pray for healing and we push for justice." Now, I also spoke this morning to Senator Tommy Tuberville, and he talked about the tragedy. He says he is working right now with Democrats on a bill that would create red flag laws intended to keep guns away from those who pose threats to themselves or others.
We live in the greatest country on the face of the earth, but this is one thing that we can't put our arms around. And we as politicians, we can act like we can do something to stop it. We can't stop this. You can talk about guns, but the root cause of this, we got a huge mental health problem in this country.
And he says he wants to get money to states so they can focus on mental health issues rather than attacking the Second Amendment. And like the rest of the state, he says he is praying for all those affected by this tragedy, and he's working now towards healing like he hopes the community here will do as well. Guy and Sherry.
All right, Lisa. Well, within minutes of the shooting and into the early hours of the investigation, community members gathered near the church to pray for the victims.
Since that outpouring, we've seen many more, including a vigil earlier today that we'll show you more of later in our newscast. But the message from it all, we will come together in the face of tragedy.
We are deeply saddened. We're horrified. And we pray for those who have been affected. And we're going to do everything we can to support them and help them through this terrible time.
We'll continue to follow every aspect of this story and get you any updates here on air as well as on the WVTM 13 app. Sign up for alerts so you never miss breaking news.